Hello to my fellow survivors. How are you guys doing today? It is so sunny out here. I'm trying to get so y'all can see me. I'm on a trail again today, but I'm by myself, y'all. My kids is taking a nap, so they usually stay asleep for like an hour. So I was like, let me just see what I can talk about for an hour before they wake up and I get a call to come back. But yes, I came up with how I discovered that I was a HEYOKA empath, and how finding out that I was an empath, how it changed my life. And I just want to talk about it because I feel like there's a lot of people out there that may be one but don't know. So yeah, it's called a HEYOKA empath, and it is a real thing. And another thing I want to talk about, you guys, is how the power that empaths have, especially over a narcissist. The dynamic between a narc and an empath is so strong, and it's crazy because they're both really codependent on each other, but we don't realize somebody's about to ride past me, so I'm done. Okay, but we don't realize the power that we have, that we're way more powerful than a narcissist. And I'm explain how. And we are more powerful than narcissists because one thing that about an empath is that when we are in love, we tend to give our power away. We'll do anything when we love hard. We do anything for that person that we're in love with. So when you're in love really hard with a narcissist, they feel they have the power because you're falling for their tactics, their manipulation, their hoovering, their devaluing. You're falling for it, but you're simply doing all these things because you're in love with them. And you love hard, and that's your nature, that's your character, that's you. When you're in love with somebody, your mission is to make that person's world everything. That is your mission. But one thing that they don't understand is when you fall out of love, all hell's gonna break loose. They no longer have that power over you. They feel that they don't know, because they think when they see you crumbling into, as they're turning you into this person that is just not desirable at all, that's just a person that's just crumbling, they feel that they're powerful. They feel they got you right where they want you. And they may for a little bit. But once you get out of that situation, once you're healed just even a tiny little bit, and you know what you're up against, and you don't want to deal with that no more, and you're falling out of love with that person, and once you gain your power back, they can't stand a chance with you. Because all of that power that they thought that was theirs, it was not theirs, it was yours. So when you take it back, I said this before, they're dwindling. But I am going to explain it because I just think that narcissists think that they think they got us, y'all, but they don't have us, because empaths, we're very powerful people, and we got to understand that. That's why it's very, very careful. We have to be very careful who we want to give our love to. We got to be really careful, you guys, because we hold a certain power about ourselves that not everybody can handle, But if you want to hear about this mess, you know what to do. Stay tuned, boo. Okay, so yes. First, let me explain narcissist. I explained narcissist numerous of times. I know it's just like it's certain points I have to hit for you guys to completely understand. A narcissist don't have power. I'm explaining to y'all. They don't have power, you guys. Their power is in how much they can destroy somebody. That's when they get their power. They come to you empty. So they don't really have real power. Their power is, I believe a narcissist's power is probably, like I said, just how well they can destroy somebody, But they mess up when they come across an empath that actually has real power, love. An empath's power to me is love. They give the best love ever. They really do. But so yeah, so when they're empty, right, and they come across a empath, which is really a powerful being, that's when the dynamic is so strong, because it's like the two of them are very codependent of each other. They're very codependent of each other. Yes, I'm sorry. So they can be very magnetically joined to each other, because an empath has so much love that she just wants to give, and empaths are so empty, they need love. So it's like the two of them can feel. It's like they can magnetically feel it. You really can't explain it. It's just like when they come across each other, it's like the empath can feel that person needs to be. They need love poured into them because they're empty. It's like an empath can feel it, and the empath can feel. I mean, the narcissist can feel that person has a lot of love to give. So that's why they're magnetically joined to each other. And it's a very, very crazy dynamic. It really is, because it probably sounds like it's a match made in heaven, but it's really not, because the empath is very just willing to give love to a person that is just so willing to take but not give. You know what I mean? Like the empath is just giving. The narcissist is taking, because that's all they know how to do, because they're just trying to get that damn boost. They're trying to get that power. They don't give a damn about, they're not really in it to give. They're in it to take. The empath is willing to give without receiving anything. And that's the problem. That's a serious problem, because that's not what a relationship is for. It's supposed to be equal give and take. But in those two worlds, when they come across each other, it's not equal give and take. They're joined to each other because they are kind of codependent on each other, really. That's why you got to break the cycle and really understand yourself so that you can break that cycle. That's why it really is important to discover who you are, because you will come across people like this, because it's actually naturally going to happen if you don't know who you are, But yeah, it's a very, very unfair, unequal dynamic that is, and when, I know I'm always getting down on narcissists, saying how they're dead inside and all that. But the empath, they have a lot of lessons. We have to take responsibilities for ourselves too. We have a lot of lessons that we need to learn as well, because giving to just anybody, is not a good thing. You're at the end of it, when God guides you out of it, you're going to be left broken. The beautiful thing about it is you're going to learn a lesson for sure, but you're going to be left broken. And the empath, the narcissist, I'm sorry, I'm probably going to get them mixed up in this video, but the narcissist, I don't want to say it like this, but it's kind of like the empath is the godly one and the narcissist is the devil. But, it's kind of like that. It is kind of like that. I know it sounds like harsh, but really. So the lesson that the empath get is that you can't give your love to everybody, because you have such a wonderful love that's given from God, that not everybody deserves it. And I guess the narcissist, their lesson is you can't be so goddamn evil. And now you're about to have a lifetime full of freaking karma, and just all crazy, all kind of crazy stuff. But yeah, it's a dynamic that is very, very strange, but very common. And you got to be careful. Okay, so, oh, you guys, I hate that I have this bump on my face. But it's not going to stop me. It's not going to stop me from getting these messages out, like I always say. But anyways, yes, I want to talk about how I discovered that I was an empath. Like what made me, it's crazy. It's just like, even when I think about it, I was like, geez, like God was really, it had to be God, because what are the odds that I'm on the phone searching for something, like, it's just, the fact that I came across videos on narcissism and empaths, I feel like it was destined for me to talk about this. Like, like it was God. Like he was showing me that you need to talk about this, so but how I discovered it is that I was just going through all types of crazy shit in my marriage. I was like, what in the world is going on? Like, I knew this wasn't normal. Like, this ain't normal. Like, this shit is not normal. I knew something was wrong with him. I was like, okay, God, like, why is this happening in my life? Why is my marriage chaotic when I am not a chaotic person? I don't thrive off of chaos. I actually was the kind of person that needed to have a backbone, that wanted to avoid confrontation at all means necessary. Like, I was not confrontational. There was times when I probably should have been a little bit more confrontational and wasn't. So the fact that I'm arguing every day with somebody, that was a serious issue to me, and I knew something was wrong with that. So yeah, it's just, I was in constant chaos, feeling stuck, stagnant, feeling like, okay, I love this person, I don't want to leave, but I'm also wondering what the fuck is going on in my life. Like, is this gonna be me? Is this gonna be my marriage? Fighting all the time and feeling down. I'm like, in my head, he had me in a very stuck situation. Like, he definitely took my self-esteem away from me. I just remember feeling so undesirable. So, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm putting my shit out there. I'm just gonna be honest. I didn't feel like a desirable woman at all. I felt unattractive. I felt just down, you guys. I felt very down. I felt like, now I know it's because my energy was being sucked from me. But at the time, as I was just sitting on the couch, I'm just like, what is going on, What is going on? So I decided to just look up narcissist, and I was like, you know what? In my head, I was like, I was like, let me see what a narcissist is, because I heard the word before, but something tells me that it has a lot to do with what's going on in my life right now. So I just remember picking up my phone, going on YouTube, typing up the word narcissist. And I was like, I knew it was like, ding. It was like, this is it. This is why your life is like this. This is because you're dealing with a narcissistic person. You're dealing with a covert narcissist, So I was like, the main people, there's a lot of people that talk about narcissism on YouTube. There's a lot of the main person is Dr. Ramya. She's wonderful. What's his name? Lee Hammock. He's wonderful. Those are like the main ones. There's other people. Ross Rosenberg. He's wonderful. Those are the people that I was learning from, and a few other people as well. But those are the three main people that I was learning from. And I learned so much. I was intrigued. I was like, this is it. And I remember there was one time, because my husband, he would be in and out all the time. At the time, I didn't know that he had double lives and things like that. I just, but he was the kind of person that when we get in arguments, he would run and hide and just run. And, it was, oh my God, it was so stressful, you guys. It was so freaking stressful. But there was this one time that he discarded me. He stayed gone for like 2 days, and I was like, what the hell is going on? And that's when I realized that he was discarding me. And I looked up the word discard, and they have numerous videos on the subject when a narcissist discard you. So that's what I was thinking. That's what I was looking up. And as I was looking up those things, even though I was very sad of what was going on with me, I felt so much comfort. Because I knew that this is what I was dealing with. So just knowing what it was, not being clueless, just knowing, okay, you're dealing with a narcissist and you're getting discarded. It gave me a lot of comfort. Oh my God, I feel like I'm gonna get emotional just thinking about it. But finding those wonderful teachers on YouTube and just learning all that knowledge, it helped me so much, you guys. Like, it changed my life. It really did. So yeah, how I discovered I was a HEYOKA empath, pretty much it was the same exact thing. Like, when you find out about narcissism, you find out about empaths as well. They kind of go hand in hand, honestly. It's like the opposite of each other. So you definitely will find out that too. When I found out I was an empath, it didn't only explain my dynamic in my marriage, but my dynamic with all my relationships, and how I was as a child, and how it was just throughout my whole life. It was it explained, like, I felt like I found out who I was, and I was just like, wow. It was very interesting just to find out. It was like finding out me, like, oh wow, that's why you went through that. That's why you felt all those emotions. That's why you always felt a little different from everybody. So I'm just like, wow. It's like I found out who I was. It was very, very comforting as well. And it was amazing. It was just amazing to find out who you were. And as I took that knowledge in, I was able, like, you know, as I went on with my life, and even now, like going on with my life, I'm learning why I feel all these emotions all the time. You know, why I am, and now I can be very a little bit more cautious. And maybe trusting the divine more now that I'm finding out who I am. I'm hoping that God brings the right person in my life, and I say I learned all these lessons. I just want to make sure that whoever comes in my life, whether it's romantic wise, friendship, I'm just hoping that it's somebody that is a little bit more like me. That's what I'm hoping. Somebody that ain't about the drama. But that's in the future. But anyways, yeah, I definitely learned a lot. Yeah, you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna end it there. I am also working on a video, some signs on how you can know if you're a HEYOKA empath, and but that's a video that I am going to actually have to do research and work on, because I want that to be very detailed. I don't want that one to just come from off the dome. I want that to be actually very detailed, because that's really important. But yeah, just that is, I'm gonna wrap that up. I hope you guys, I hope the knowledge that you guys got from this will make you maybe think about your life a little bit more. And if you ever feel like you need to do a little bit more research on your dynamic, there's those teachers I told you about, Dr. Ramya, Lee Hammock, and Ross Rosenberg. Yeah, those are 3 people that you can learn a lot from. And yes, so like I always say, while life takes its course, always remember to just breathe.